Peace. I'm just driving through farmland right now with my kids, and I just wanted to take a quick moment because I've been thinking about DJ Ox all morning and all afternoon and him passing away, and to remember him in perfection. I just, it becomes a real personal thing when people your age and your age mates start to pass away, and I've been out of touch with him since I moved to California. I did see Young Cuz a few years back, who I went to high school with, so we had a little connection there. And for anybody who doesn't know the masterminds, who were just, had first of all, like a beat tape game that was out of control in the mid to late 90s. I still remember going to Father Ramsey's store on Hermitage, Planet Flavor, and he would carry all the new Mastermind tapes, right? And DJ Ox was, I just remember him being the warmest, humblest dude that you could ever meet. We used to hang out at, I believe it was called, chalk it up to my mind and not my heart, M&M's, right by Big E Liquors, across from, I think, Roger Gardens projects, when you're coming from Olden and South Broad out in Trenton. And they would have a setup in the back of that store, and it was DJ Dramatic would be there, and then DJ Ox would be there. And these cats were like an SP-1200 gang. I remember there was a white dude, and this was, I think, or a Hispanic dude, I'm not, pardon self, I really don't know. Sick, I think his name was, and I linked up with him a few times, and we were all kind of part of a circuit at that time that was real beautiful in the mid to late 90s, and Ox was a king, and I still have a lot of his cassettes and beat tapes from back in the day, and he was just the warmest dude. When I was coming around, it was a rarity to be like a Jewish kid or, a white kid in the hip-hop scene in Jersey, Trenton, period. In any case, Ox was somebody that, man to man, eye to eye, Ox was one of those people that saw beyond all that stuff, and strictly into the love of hip-hop at that time. I didn't have to, after we got to know each other, that was gone. It disappeared between us. And I used to see him in various adventures, especially going up to Newark, where it was an unfamiliar territory. And he was just always the kindest producer, and there was such a sense of mutual respect that I was not able to achieve with some other people at that time. And with him, it was a no-brainer. He was just one of those kind-hearted people that lived and breathed hip-hop and shared it, without any strings attached. And we worked together on a 50 Rappers joint on a mixtape once. We did some other things together live quite a few times back in the late 90s. But the last time I saw him was right before I moved to California in 2012. And prior to that, it was at Tony D's memorial, where Wise and, many others, were there. Everybody like OG Ready Red was at the funeral. It was all during a time period of Tony's passing, and that was one of the last times that I talked to him for any length of time. And I've kept in touch with some of the other masterminds over the years, and other related people in one way or the other. And anybody from that era knows that regardless to the fact that the internet didn't exist then the way it does now, and a lot of those hip-hop exploits are not going to live on, on tape the way some of the youth are fortunate to have now, right? That cat was a king to me, and I really am sad to hear of an untimely passing, and I got a lot of love for him and a lot of the other brothers that in that time period, in that era, in that place, that boosted me, and received me so warmly, as a member of the culture. And Ox is a person where the memories I have with him, will last for me for the rest of my life. So much respect to your life. I love you. Peace.